Inside the state capitol, the legislature is discussing Governor Whitmer's request to extend the state of emergency, which expires today. Political reporter Rick Albin joins us live at home. So, Rick, are they any closer to reaching a deal right now?
From the conversations I've been having this morning with a number of people inside that building, the answer is no. Now, the question is, what will happen as this day goes along? Right now, both the House and the Senate are in session, but they're either in recess or at the call of the chair, which means they're not on the floor right now. So discussions are happening at the highest levels with the leadership, with the Senate Majority Leader and the Speaker of the House, perhaps the Democratic leader in the Senate and in the House, and with representatives of the governor. So will the legislature vote to extend the state of emergency as the governor has demanded, or will they alternately decide to pass a concurrent resolution that not only denies the state of emergency, but also suggests a number of things the governor needs to do before they will consider that, or will they do nothing at all? Those are all options. But right now, that doesn't appear to matter because the governor has already said she is going to continue. In fact, here is an email that was released on the behalf of the governor to a representative of the Senate Majority Leader, and I want to read it verbatim to you. This is the governor saying, "While I welcome partnership, information sharing, and robust discussion with the legislature, I cannot abrogate my duty to act in an emergency, protect the lives of Michiganders. We are in the midst of a global pandemic that has already killed 3,670 people, and COVID-19 numbers continue to climb in parts of our state. Michigan remains in a state of emergency regardless of the actions you decide to take or not take." So the governor's made it pretty clear she believes that a state of emergency exists on her say-so, with or without the legislature. So the question is, what will happen next? Well, those conversations are going to continue, and there is that concurrent resolution that is kind of teed up over in the Senate. They haven't done anything with it yet. And could that be the reaction from the legislature, given the conversations that either are or are not taking place right now? But the real concern is, in the House, the Senate, the Speaker of the House has suggested that body may be prepared to take legal action. And if that happens, you're going to take a really tumultuous situation in Lansing and just ramp it up that much further. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But I think today is a pivotal day in this, because if the legislature goes home today without having taken action, then it's not likely they're going to come back on a Friday, not that they couldn't. And this could start a series of events that could complicate things in Lansing. Right now, I think we're kind of in a holding pattern until or unless those conversations start to pick up some positive momentum. Emily?
Okay, Rick, what is the governor's schedule today? Do you know where she is?
I don't know physically where she is. She has been spending most days split either between the residence and the Romney building. We don't believe that she has an update scheduled, but that could change at any time. We have made some requests to the governor's office, and we'll continue to be in touch with them. Senate Majority Leader, Speaker of the House. Right now, I think that everybody's trying to see if they can find a pathway forward after yesterday, which I think was probably a day lost in negotiation, at least, because it doesn't appear that any was taking place.
All right. Rick Albin reporting from home. Thank you, Rick.